Mazuma Boxing here with another video. Okay, we're here to talk about Manny Pacquiao. Um, I don't believe I don't recall how long it was that Manny Pacquiao was supposed to make his decision on who he was gonna fight for his last and final fight before he uh, transitions into being a politician in the Philippines. But yeah, he never made the decision, so I guess that has been postponed to a later date. And with that being said, the question is, what are Manny Pacquiao's options, and what is he most likely to take? So let's examine this. Let's pick this apart, because this is what my thinking is going into Manny Pacquiao's decision. Okay, uh, according to the Philippines, a news a news source from the Philippines, he is supposed to fight Timothy Bradley for the third time. Um, does it make sense? To an extent, I believe it does, because Timothy Bradley just came off a wonderful performance against Brandon Rios. Was that the best Brandon Rios we've ever seen? Absolutely not. He rehydrated to a crazy amount of weight and struggled to make weight anyway. And you know, Manny Pacquiao faced Brandon Rios as well. So, and Timothy Bradley did a better job with Brandon Rios because Manny Pacquiao wasn't able to take him out. He was able to take him to a decision. However, Timothy Bradley was able to hit him with a body shot and get the TKO, get the stoppage from the ref. With that being said, some fans will be like, oh, since Timothy Bradley did a better job with Brandon Rios, let's see how he would do in a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, which could be understandable. But a majority of the fans don't want to see that. So I don't think Bob Arum will really take that into account unless he really, really needs to have all the money within the house, meaning his promotional company. What other fight? A fight that a lot of fans have been asking for has been Amir Khan. Amir Khan's been chasing these guys around. Initially, he was chasing Mayweather, but Mayweather retired and wasn't up for Amir Khan's lies and all this stuff that he was saying to the media. He wasn't able to keep his mouth shut and not be and lack that professional side. So Mayweather didn't bother paying him any mind, and instead for Andre Berto. Now Amir Khan's after Manny Pacquiao. And does that fight make sense? Absolutely. I think that would be a pretty good fight. Amir Khan's talking that shit. He's saying how he used to spar Manny Pacquiao back when they both had the same trainer, being Freddie Roach, and he says that he had the upper advantage of him in sparring. Yeah, I could see Khan giving Pacquiao some trouble, but at that time, I don't believe that he would have been able to have beat Manny Pacquiao. But right now, and here's another thing: a lot of people got Pacquiao fucked up. I'm seeing a lot of videos saying how just because, like, ever since he lost to Mayweather, they've been sleeping on him. Like, he won't come back and destroy a quality opponent. And I think he's able to. It was just one loss. He tore his rotator cuff. Andre Berto did the same thing, but was able to come back. So I don't see how Manny Pacquiao will be able to do so. And that was allegedly tearing his rotator cuff, by the way. Being that Al Heyman is Amir Khan's advisor, and that Manny Pacquiao is with Bob Arum, is seeing how they don't get along. I don't think that's really too realistic unless the fight's really that big. Is it that big? Yes. But I think they're going to have too much difficulties trying to negotiate, and I don't think Pacquiao has all that much time left, and he needs to come up with a quick decision. So I don't think that I don't see that happening. Who else would he fight? Terrence Bud Crawford, coming from 140 pounds, and this fight to me makes the most sense. Being that Terrence Crawford is a top-ranked fighter, that would be something that Bob Arum would love to do, because he won't have to share the money with anybody, and it would just be within his corporation or company, whatever it is considered. Yeah, and they said if that fight were to happen, that Manny Pacquiao would come down to 140 pounds. And I think that makes sense. I really think that makes sense because I remember the Mayweather and Pacquiao weigh-in. They were bragging about how Manny Pacquiao had a large meal before weighing in, saying how he's really a 140 pounder and that he even has trouble making 147. So, with that being said, I think that he would have no problem coming down to 140 and fighting Terrence Crawford. Now Terrence Crawford is an unorthodox fighter, and he's a good he has power in both hands, and he fights pretty good southpaw. As a matter of fact, in his last fight against Derry Jean, it seemed like he was having some difficulties with Jean until he switched into a southpaw stance. So you can debate that he's a better southpaw fighter, and he might use that um, as his advantage into fighting Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he's more lengthy. He's the bigger guy. Um, you know, I don't, and Manny Pacquiao is a smaller, more aggressive fighter, an effective aggressor at that, and he's able to punch on angles. So they will both give each other problems. And I think that'll turn out to be a good fight because when Terrence Crawford gets hit, he comes right back at you and he hits you with everything. But everything except what he's not capable of doing. He leaves everything in the ring, and I think that'll be a pretty good fight. So I think those are his options, and what makes most sense to me is Terrence Bud Crawford. And in that fight, a lot of people are sleeping on Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people have Terrence Crawford winning, him having the upper advantage, and I can see why, because he's the younger guy. Might have more confidence coming into the fight. He has more momentum coming into the fight, and if he loses to Manny Pacquiao, it's not as if he has anything to lose. Losing to Manny Pacquiao isn't something to be ashamed of because of all the top quality opponents that Manny Pacquiao had beaten, being Miguel Cotto, Margarito, De La Hoya. Those are top of the line guys, and the fact that it shouldn't be shameful for him to lose this fight. Let me know what you guys think about this. What should Manny Pacquiao do? Should Manny Pacquiao leave the sport with a bang, or should he leave the smart way, the same way that Mayweather has done it, if he's actually retired? Let me know what you guys think. This is Mazuma Boxing, and we out of here.